Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my rant of and Natalia Speaks, Season 2, Episode 2, The Love of Money. Come on in here, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's do what we do.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and uncles, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that free subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I just want to put out a disclaimer that the shirt that I am wearing because I love it. I do not represent this company at all. Just got to put that out there, okay? Don't want no confusion, okay? Y'all, I looked at this episode and I thought that, this was a dud. All the hype around this particular one, I just was like, it was just, it was borderline. I think that for me, it gave too much background information that, at this point I wasn't interested in. I think that I'm noticing a lot of redundancy in this, and Natalia doesn't have any tears. And that bothers me tremendously. For all of you all who know or don't know, we have been covering a show called Sister Wives, and there is a character on the show by the name of Robin who cries just all the time, right? But never has tears. I am finding that to be the case with Natalia, and I'm also finding Natalia just really coming off as a know-it-all and got a sassy little mouth and all of that. And maybe some of you all are saying, well, Auntie, she was a little girl and, this happened to her and that happened to her, stuff like that. I'm just saying, for me, the way that she is coming off, it just isn't becoming to me, because it is very convenient for her to not know and then to know. Many of you all have asked me down in the comment section whether or not I have watched the Dr. Phil interview. Well, because so many people had asked me, I went and took a piece and a little looky at it and everything. I ain't impressed with her. Maybe I'll see something downtown to the end, but I'm not impressed with her. And this episode made me feel like that again, because I see that Natalia, in my opinion, is going from one person. I see Natalia being manipulated, controlled, by the mans. In my opinion. And she, in my opinion, hasn't done anything to correct that. Now, I know y'all probably saying, well, Auntie, she was a little girl, this, that. I've heard it all. But when it's opened up, I just wasn't feeling her. And And I hate to be like that, y'all. But I just ain't feeling Natalia. Maybe by the time I get to the end of this, I am, but I ain't got it to do. So I got my notes up. We're going to get into it. We will be covering this every night this week, unless something come up. We're going to be covering this every night this week, and we're going to wrap this up on Saturday, Sunday, I think. Not sure which day it is. But this is the confrontation between Natalia and Michael. And here she got Mr. Mans dragging her along and giving her some pep rally talk. Bullshit. Now, Natalia starts this off by saying that it was a gag order put on, right? This is weeks after the trial. She says that she couldn't talk to Michael. She couldn't talk to him until the gag order was lifted. Then she said he reached out to her and wanted to talk to her. And she was like, oh, okay. I'm going to sit and hear him out because I got a lot of questions. But did you have your own questions? Or did you have your daddy's questions and everybody else's questions? It just irritates me that she doesn't appear. Now, I may be wrong and maybe I'm going to change my opinion about this. But do you have your own mind? She should have came in there with all the stuff that they are alleging happened to her. She should have came in there with a notebook, an outline of what she was going to ask him, how she was going to ask him. But the whole time her eye is looking at Mr. Man who's standing his, you know what? I ain't even going to look at the comments. I ain't. Then she got the nerve to tell me, let's see what he going to say. Well, let's see what you going to say. Because as far as I'm concerned, and here we are at season 2, episode 2, there's a whole lot of gaps in her story too. And I know that a lot of us have been up and down, and I'm probably one of them up and down type of individuals. But I ain't seen nothing about her that has encouraged me. Thank you so much, Just Scrapping, for the $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Locked Queen, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, y'all. My notes dropped down off of the screen. I have put this on subscriber mode because I do not have a moderator tonight. My moderator is out enjoying herself. Okay. So I don't have one tonight. But thank you all so much for the super chats. I appreciate that. Hey, I just happened to see that. Hello, pretty little nerd. She says, oh my God, I finally caught a live. Hey, Auntie girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey. We ain't gonna be out here long. But y'all, let me bring up my damn notes. Let me bring up my notes. I just ain't feeling her. Michael says that he feels like he has to do this. He said he feels compelled to do it. And he's got to finish this, right? He's got to finish all of this bull crap that's been going on. He said he just wants everybody to be happy and live their lives. Everybody except for Christine, because he has completely thrown Christine under the bus every chance that he has gotten. He said he had hide nothing, right? He said he gonna talk his stuff. He's been acquitted of 4 charges of neglect and all of that kind of stuff, and he ain't got it to do. He's just gonna come out and say what he's got to say. He said, but he ain't a bad guy. because if he was, he wouldn't be sitting across a table from her. All of this happened on April 12th of 2023 while we was sleeping, enjoying ourselves. They was going through this stuff. So we see Natalia and Mr. Mans walking up. Antoine. He said, we're going to get ready and let God have his way. Child, that turned me off like instantly because, bitch, why you screaming? And Natalia talking about, amen. She's just a follower, a do girl. And maybe she can't help it, but I'm telling you, she's a do girl, in my opinion. Y'all don't be mad at me because these are just my opinions. She a do girl. She sit up there looking for guidance and looking for somebody to love her. At one point, and at some point, you got to love yourself, Natalia. Because these people, in my opinion, everybody seem like they want something or they're going to benefit some kind of way. This is just my opinion. Then he going to say, God, take it. We take it to you. You going to take us to it to take us through it. I said, Natalia, I want you to go in there. And I want you to say everything that's on your heart, everything you suffered, everything that you dealt with. And it's okay, Natalia, if you angry. Everything that you had to deal with, okay? Be confident walking in there because God's got you. And so do I. So I want you to take your little ass in there and not be afraid. This is your truth because the devil is a lie in the name of Jesus. You ain't give her that pep talk downtown at the house? You gonna bring yourself out here and now all of a sudden you want to give her the pep talk? All these years that y'all done had Natalia 10 long years. Natalia don't know all of this stuff. You got to get to the door and cause a scene and make sure everybody see your black ass. I'm asking. The producers were like, this was the weirdest moment. If they coming in here for reconciliation, everybody is trying to see these two family members come back together. Michael got the audacity to be excited. Then Mr. Man, let everything today in the name of Jesus and let the record be cleared because God got the highest court in the land and that's the truth. When we go, God is in control. They say he begins to give this impactful speech, indicating that this was Natalia's moment. No, this is Natalia and Michael's moment. He basically was pumping her to attack him. Nothing that he said gave God glory. Nothing that he said was in the spirit of the God that I know. Love you too, Tony Peters. She should be confrontational. He equated this to Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday. Go in there and tell your truth. The devil is a liar. Make him come to your will. God is in control. Where we go, he's in control. And we just ask God that you will continue. I said continue. Continue to shine your light upon this situation in the name of Jesus. I'm ready to go. is this how he preaching in his church? Because we ain't got this to do. I didn't get up this good old Sunday morning, wash the crack of my eyes to hear this. Because this ain't edifying nothing but you and causing division and turmoil for two people who already got a bunch of division and turmoil. So she gonna come up in there, slide up in that chair, okay, which Mr. Man should have been helping her get up in that. Okay, but anyway, I digress. She's getting up in the chair, nervous as she could be. Michael sitting there just grinning, fat as a butterball turkey on Thanksgiving Day, bitch. Fried died laid to the side. He ain't grown all up. He look grown out. He look a rack. It's like, how you doing? How you doing? Why are we here? He was like, are you talking philosophically? He must he jacked that word up. He said, I can't even say the word right. But why we here? He said, what do you mean? Why did y'all adopt me in the first place? That second why was added in. She didn't say it. That's why you didn't see her face when she asked that second why. In my opinion, just from watching editing, that second one was added. So now we meet Brenda again, a detective, okay? She said everybody done got involved in this investigation. She said she was first contacted in 2019. A doctor had reported that the child came to their facility and that the documents didn't really add up to exactly who they was talking about. Okay, but they was talking about this girl with a effed up ID card and it was expired and saying that she was an adult when clearly she was a child. She said that Natalia deserves her story to be told. She said, truthfully, she said she deserves justice. And I believe that Natalia deserves justice. I absolutely do. But all the other people around her need to stand down. Stand down and let her get the justice that she needs from her own mind, her own volition. Let her get this on her own. I don't like all these. Oh my God. Okay, so Auntie, you didn't already said that. Keep going. She said she thought that it was very unfair about what happened to her. She said she was basically a child. She said, but when it comes down to the Barnetts, she wanted to know what the motive was. Was it money, power, influence? What was it? She said they had their life looking like it was picture perfect. Picture perfect. But it wasn't even picture perfect for the sons. Because at the same time, okay, don't go too fast. Let me catch up with my notes. Michael alleged that Christine thought that she made a genius out of Jacob. And so their speculation is that by adopting a special needs child, by adopting a special need, she will be able to do the same thing with Natalia. Well, Natalia ain't have it. She just wasn't that girl. She had a lot of, disabilities. She was a dwarf. She came, from a mother who did not want her, did not believe that she could take care of her. And she had already been passed around to several different homes. Natalia, at the least, needed surgery and stability, which it appears that she never got. Never got it. She didn't fit into Christine's story. or at least the story that they've told, because we have yet to hear Christine's side of this. They said that Christine was writing a book called Spark about the academic success of her oldest son, Jacob. She said the Burnett's adopted Natalia in 2010. Christine signed the book deal in 2011, and the book is published in 2013. So, the whole time, Natalia is part of the Barnett household. She said that Christine was working to maintain her image. They said she made a ton of money off of Jacob. And in 2009, Jacob what did I write? They said that she made over $100,000 with Spark just on a book deal. They said she had donations and all kinds of money coming in from everywhere. They said that was enough to build Christine's empire. They said there was also a movie in the works. They said she had a lot of influence. They said her organization was successful, and that she had told one of her good girlfriends about a $60,000 loan and a non-refundable $35,000 payment. They said that ass was sitting up there, okay, getting money from everywhere. Matter of fact, they said she was making phone calls with people and charging them for the phone calls. And she was disappointed with Natalia. At the end of the day, they said that the ghostwriter for Christine eventually, right before the book was published, got a phone call from Christine and said every reference of Natalia out of the book. But here's the kicker. Jacob said that he was supposed to be getting some of that money. He said at least $200,000. He said when he asked his mama about it, she said, I spent that $200,000 allowing you to move and live in Canada, bitch. And he said he never talked to her after that. Never. Never. Because he needed his change in order to take care of his life. But baby, $200,000 don't stretch that far. Natalia said that she ain't never see any love. Now, I talked about this briefly yesterday, about Natalia saying that she didn't see love, but then she talks about these beautiful times that they had of running across the street and playing and going to Disney World and doing certain things. So there was some time. She said she feel like it was boosting Christine's image. But then she came up with another speculation and another speculation as to why she believed that Christine did what she did. So why didn't she sit across a table from Christine? That's the conversation that we need to have, is the one between Natalia and Christine. I don't believe that Christine adopted Natalia for the purposes of making money. I believe that there was a whole different reason why her and Michael did it. What it is, I don't know. I'm hoping that I am able to assess. You are able to assess and we can come up. But I don't think it was driven by money. I don't. The evidence just doesn't show that. And I'm going to tell y'all why the evidence doesn't show that. Because what happened to all the other people that adopted Natalia, including the mans that she's living with? Did y'all know? FY motherfucking I. That Natalia hadn't been living with the mans? That as soon as she got adopted and they stopped filming, Natalia Mr. Preacher Pastor Mans, called the production and said this girl is tweaking. Did y'all know that Natalia moved out and started living with some roommates, that they had an estranged relationship? Did y'all forget that there was another couple that adopted Natalia prior to the Barnetts? Did we forget that? Something wrong with Natalia, in my humble opinion. We even got the other family that keep poking their head into the situation. The one that was like, bitch, I got a gift for discernment. Get the fuck out of here. Now, did they treat her wrong? Did they abuse her? Absolutely, because who treats a child, has a child stand up against the wall for hours? Who takes a child and slings them down to the ground and beats the tar beans out of them? Who does it? So I don't have any misconceptions that this girl was treated wrong. But when I look at her and I listen to her, I'm not making a connection. I see something deeper and darker. Bitch, I don't know what it is. But when she opens her mouth, no matter how much I want to be sympathetic to her, I see something darker. I don't know if I'm picking up what she putting down or what. But there's just something about her demeanor. There's something about the way that she handles herself. There's something about the way that she speaks. There's something about how she can remember and then can't remember nothing. Something is not connecting for your auntie. It's not connecting. And that cry, why is it dry? Since when? I know that cry and dry rhymes, but since when is a cry dry? And it's just snot and boogers at the back of the nose, at the back of the neck, badge. We hear that. But where's the tears? Where's the sincerity? Where's the real, true, broken person? It's not doing it for me. Y'all, God damn it ain't doing it for me. When she talked about school and being in school, y'all gonna be mad at me tonight. When she talked about school, and she said that she had her little friend that she was playing with, and Christine took her out to school. And she said that Christine was trying to control her life. That's what we do as parents. If we want to snatch your ass out of a school, we snatch you out of a school. Because when you are a child, we do have control. She said Christine wanted to make sure she lost all of her friends. Where's the evidence of that? Has any of them motherfuckers came back and said she was my friend? As a matter of fact, the little girl that was playing with her, that had the same thing that she had, after she did not mess with her anymore, she didn't mess with her anymore. She said she was looking at her and saying, we're not the same, bitch. I don't see any of the friends coming back and saying that Natalia was this wonderful child and I miss playing with her, unless I missed it. Unless I missed it. Natalia mentioned that there was an episode where they was at the park. She said the boys got to play around. But she put a blanket over her. She said a woman walked up and said, does she want to play anything? And she said, no, she sleep. Why do you say I ain't sleep? When did Natalia advocate for herself even now? Everything in her whole posture was about Mr. Man. I looked at her room and she got toys and stuffed animals in it. You can't always be a kid. You gotta grow the fuck up. Something ain't mathing. Something isn't mathing. I put a note here. Auntie Natalia speaks on certain incidents where she did not discard a book or two toys. But what about the other times? Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? You're talking about something in its totality. You a rude mother. You did this, you did that, knick-knack, patty rag. This is how I feel when I'm in that. And that person says, well, I mean, that one time when I had the two toys and a book and I was accused, I didn't do that. But what about all the other shit you did? See, we're talking about a plethora of things. I'm not just focused on one thing, bitch. I'm talking about you as a person, period. But Natalia says, the two toys in the book, I didn't do that. Because she draws into specific things. The neighbor downtown to the street said, not only did Christine talk to me about her throwing them boys' toys out, so did those kids. But now we do understand that those children was also being manipulated, controlled by Christine. I'm not stupid. I understand that. But I watch how she zeroes in, just like the time when she said about the little boy. Y'all, she said, I accidentally fell on him. And they ain't fuck with me after that. And I said, I hated him. They got rid of her immediately. Everything that she says and she talks about, y'all, if y'all listen, she will go to one specific thing. But Natalia, let's talk about all of this. The nurses, people don't have a reason to lie. Yes, they messed up this girl's life. Yes, she was abused. Yes, she was forced to lie. Yes, she was forced to live in conditions that she should not have. Who the fuck puts pepper spray in a child's face? You have got to be cruel. And I'm going to tell you right now, as I said before, and I'll say it again, Michael and Christine need to go straight to hell. She need to have somebody spray pepper spray in her face. Something's wrong. Then Natalia comes out and says, Christine wanted to use my physical disability to make money. Which one is it? Is it the book? Is it her reputation? She wanted to make her a genius like Jacob. The lady said, honey, because of the way she talk, we might be able to put her in second grade, but no, she need to be in first grade. Then they said that they questioned that. They had her read a magazine. The lady said, honey, she's basic at best. She's basic. Then Natalia talked about her feet. Her feet was fucked up. Again, made me nauseous to see Natalia's feet. Keep your socks on, boo. I respected the fact that she's at a place where she could show it. I respected that. But at the end of the day, it was too much information, bitch. It was too much for me. She said, I really thought they was going to be my family, but so did you with several other families prior to them. The other family had you for 2 years, and after 2 years, they gave you up. Something ain't right in the milk. She said she really wanted a dad and a mom who would accept her disabilities and love her as a daughter. She said she used to sit around and watch a lot of TV where it showed moms and daughters who were very close. She said she thought that Christine was going to be there for her because that's what she always wanted. But she was quick to say mommy and daddy to the other family who was giving her all that care, time, and attention. Is it me? Weren't you just with another family for 2 years that you said you was happy with? And when they chastised you about fucking up the little boy, you said, I hate you? Was you not getting that kind of relationship from this family? And why they ain't getting dragged through the street? I know that Michael and them was fucked up, but I'm more curious about this family than I am about the Barnetts. What happened downtown to the family C's house? Y'all ain't hearing me tonight. The more I'm diving into it, the more I'm questioning Natalia. Because now you've grown and you still have a need to be adopted. You let this man fuck up your interview. And you're going to say that he was disrespectful. I never heard Michael curse. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I never heard Michael say one curse word but hell. And he did not say it in a derogatory way, a demeaning way. Like, what are we talking about? You going to stand up in an interview and we're having a come to Jesus meeting and you going to tell me in somebody else's what the rules are. Motherfucker, nobody's talking to you. You don't run nothing up in this month. You stand down, you stand back. Because if you a pastor and you want reconciliation, shut up. You don't give nobody no ground rules. Now, was Michael a drama king? Yes. But there had to have been some other stuff that was going on. But you don't say, excuse me, don't cuss. I'm grown. I'm grown. I don't remember Michael saying any cuss words but hell. And I think he was like, this is a hell of a something. Did I write that down? Oh, God, did I write that down? No, I ain't write it down. God dang it. I do want to poll y'all because I'm trying to tell y'all, I think I'm missing some. I think something wrong with me because I was like, what did Michael say wrong in that conversation? Let me find y'all. I got to poll y'all. I got to ask. Come on. Dad, I spelled something wrong. That's all right. Y'all know what I'm saying. Yes. So they come back. Michael tells her, she says, "Why did we adopt you? Why did y'all adopt me?" He said that it's going to be complex. My question's not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to answer the questions just at an affirmative or a negative, whatever. There's many layers to what it is that I need to say. He says that he realized that they was dealing with the same monster. So I'm like, bitch, Michael, you didn't answer the question. Michael has a way of skipping around to answer the question, why did you adopt me? I don't want to talk about a common enemy. But see, he says, she said, what do you mean? He said, I was abused too. She said, what do you mean? You just don't know, girl. Michael, focus, bitch. Focus. Thank you so much, sis, for the $4.99 super chat. She said, looking beautiful, Auntie. This series should have been called Who the Bleep Did I Adopt? They all lie and can't be trusted, especially her little. Oh my God, you made my night. Because I'm thinking I got to be the only one feeling like this. I got to be. It's impossible for anybody else to be feeling the same way I am about Natalia. And I don't want anyone to misconstrue it as I am not sympathetic or empathetic to what she experienced. But something ain't right. It's not. Because why I should be more sympathetic and empathetic. I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of Natalia. I'm saying pick yourself up by your bootstrap. When I saw her allowing that man to bust in that conversation like that, because Michael was saying we had the same monster. Now that's Michael trying to gain sympathy and act like he a fucking victim. No, she is. Right now, this ain't about you because we done found out that y'all knew. Y'all knew she was a kid. You allowed that stuff to go down. When Natalia said that he was an accomplice, she damn right he was. When she said that he was complicit, she damn right. She's right. Michael it cannot throw a stone at anybody because he got sin. He fucked up this little girl's life, and I agree with her on that. She said the reason why I'm still going through these health issues is because they did not take care of the ones that I had. And now I still got these problems. I agree with her on that. So is that going to be a civil suit? Is she getting ready to sue? Because that's what I heard. I heard buzzwords. That's what I heard. But there's something about her too. And I'm not saying that she got to be perfect, right? I'm not saying that. But you in here, you didn't do your homework, girl. You weren't ready for this. You sitting up in here looking like someone who's still yet being controlled by someone else. And so where does that put the man's? It's 5 years from now, she gonna come out and say that the man's was controlling her? I said that and I acted that way because they told me to do that. When do you say, let me take accountability for now I'm 22. Maybe I'm asking for more than what I should be expecting from her, given the fact that, in my opinion, she clearly suffers from some kind of mental illness. She clearly, in my opinion, is one of them kids that you can't turn your back too long on her little ass. Because I'm looking at the facts, which is why every episode I have done due diligence to take thorough notes and to make sure that when I come out here day after day, I am giving y'all the best of what was shown. Y'all know that a lot of times I don't give facts. I'll talk and tap on this and tap on that, tap on this and tap on that. But honey, I've been taking thorough notes on her little ass. And I ain't got it to do. I've been side-eyeing her little ass. And no, she didn't deserve it because she's a liar. She didn't deserve it because she's bad. I asked y'all that yesterday. Have y'all ever seen a little kid? They just bad. You got to always keep your eye on them. So now he stops the interview and want to get righteous. And Natalia said, I just wanted to, when Michael got up and said, I can't, I tried. I can't. He was the last person because that attorney told him, let me tell you something, dude. You don't run up in here. You ain't got no more right to tell him not to cuss than I got to tell you that you can't be a preacher. Out the book. We're trying to talk. Michael snatching Mike's off. He done up the whole interview. Because he had an objective, in my opinion, and it wasn't about Natalia. And she's sitting up there. I just wanted to talk to him. Then you should have told your stepfather to step out. Dad, I got this. Can I please talk to him? But see, she ain't got no balls. She's still playing. You know what? Let me not say that. Don't go that far, Auntie. Talk that talk in your pillow. I see her. Now you crying because you couldn't have the interview. You got all these people with this good equipment, This is what we all waiting on. And your daddy can't keep his mouth shut because he think he runs something. And when Michael was leaving, he's telling him to get away from me. He has no good intentions as it relates to him. I can't wait to thoroughly look at this Dr. Phil interview. Everybody, in my opinion, is benefiting off of Natalia's pain, except for Natalia. She's the only one that hasn't benefited off of her pain because she can't form a sentence unless somebody telling her what to say. And it just seems so rehearsed. Just like the guy said when they asked her if she could read, and she said, "Yeah, I could read. I ain't dumb. I ain't stupid." And then goes to read a Cosmopolitan magazine. He said, but the teacher said she good enough to be in the first grade, but not the second. She ain't smart. She just average. She's not a Jacob. You absolutely right, MJ. Now, MJ, I agree with that. MJ says Michael didn't want to give answers, and Preacher Man helped Michael get out of the hot seat, inserting himself with some foolish. Girl, that'll preach. That will preach. You absolutely correct. Let me go to the poll. Okay, so it looked like it was like 300 some people in the chat, so only half of y'all, I guess, took it. So I'm going to end the poll. We're ending the poll at 16 votes. Let me go find it. Where you go? The question I asked, did Michael curse and say anything that was offensive? 46% of you all said no. 3% of you all said yes. 43% of you all said Mr. Man needs to take several seats. And 6% of y'all said Mr. Mans was right to check him. Thank you for all of you all who participated in the polls. I appreciate you. Let me send y'all some hearts. Let me see if it'll let me send y'all some hearts. Y'all see them little hearts? Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you for the participation. Something just ain't right. I watched this episode. Let me show y'all my face how I watched this episode. Maybe part 3, episode 3 would change my mind. But for right now, I'm side-eyed everybody. And I hate the fact. Oh, God. Kill me, y'all. I hate the fact that we do not have Christine's side. Because the truth is somewhere in there. Because everybody, including the detectives and everybody else, has made an assumption about what they think about Christine. Everybody has made an assumption about what they think about her motives, but we've never heard from Christine. So this story will never be complete, in my opinion, until we hear Christine's side. We got to hear her side. I ain't satisfied. Because between Michael and Natalia, I don't believe neither one of them saying. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Thank you so much, Miss AB, for the one super chat. All of these people are EDPs. What is EDPs? What is EDPs? Thank you, boo. Thank you so much, Miss AB. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much for to a locked queen. Thank you, boo, and thank you, just scrapping for the super chats. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this episode just didn't do it for me. It didn't work. And I'm hoping that you all respect that these are my opinions, right? Just based on what I am seeing. Y'all let me know down in the chat if I'm off. If I'm off, y'all help me try to be on, right? Help me try to understand where you are with this. And I really want to know, do y'all believe Natalia? I've got to do that poll. Write a note to yourself, Auntie, to do that in the poll tomorrow. I want to see how many of y'all believe this girl. Where's my ink pens? I've been working all day and I can't find a pen. I'll make sure. Oh, thank you so much, Miss AB, for the $1.99 super chat. Emotionally disturbed persons. Okay, thank you. You have to send a super chat, but thank you so much, boo. I really, really, really appreciate you all being out here every night with me. Y'all be coming in here and you watching. I truly appreciate it. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate your support. Y'all continue to sound off down in the comment section. Until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets, okay? And in the water. Bye, y'all.